Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer. Today we're taking a look at and installing our TowSmart Hitch on our 2016 Ford Transit T250. Our TowSmart Hitch we have on our T250 today is going to be a really good option for contractors or people that just need some extra space on the outside of their vehicle, like a bike rack or a cargo carrier. This one's really nice because if you do any kind of working around in the back of your van, this receiver is going to be tucked up behind your bumper, so you're not going to be hitting it with your shin all the time. So it's kind of tucked up in until you need it. It's right here and ready to use. This hitch is going to have a 5/8 pinhole opening. That's going to hold in any of your accessories that you might put in the back. Now keep in mind this one won't come with a pin and clip, so you may want to pick one up here at eTrailer. Another thing is a lot of your accessories now will come with a pin and clip, and a lot of your bike racks now also already come with an anti-rattle pin. This hitch is going to have a heavy-duty welded-on chain loops, and that's going to accept either your S-style hooks or your Clevis-style hooks. So either one of those are going to work for your trailer towing needs. Now, as far as our measurements go, from the center of our pinhole out to the edge of our bumper, that's going to be 3.5 inches. With that measurement, you'll be able to decide on if any of your accessories that fold up or stow away will make any contact with the back of your van. Now, from the inside of our receiver to the ground, we do have our van on a lift today, so we did do the math. That measurement is going to be 14 inches to the ground. Now, with that measurement, you'll be able to decide on what type of ball drop you may need, or you can also figure out if you're going to need any rise in the shank of either your bike racks or your cargo carriers. For weights for our hitch, we're going to have a tongue weight rating of 900 pounds. That's going to be the weight pushing down on the lower portion of the hitch itself. That's going to be the weight of your cargo carriers or your bike racks loaded down with all of your gear. Now, as far as a gross trailer weight rating, we're looking at 6,000 pounds. That's going to be the weight of your trailer and everything that you have on that. Now, for weight distribution, our tongue weight rating stays the same at 900 pounds, but it also bumps up our tow weight to 8,000 pounds. It's always a good idea to take a look in your owner's manual and make sure you're not exceeding any of your gross trailer weight ratings that are listed in there. If you have any questions or comments about this hitch for your Ford Transit, you can always leave a question or comment down below in the comment section, or you can get a hold of one of our experts here at eTrailer. They'd be glad to help you out. As far as installation goes, this one's pretty straightforward. It really isn't too hard to do. It's something you could definitely handle yourself. If it's something you don't have time or the tools or the place to do, you can always take a look at your dealer locator and get something done for you locally. If it's something you feel like tackling yourself, stick around, watch our video, and we'll help you get it installed. To start our installation, we already have our spare tire out of the way. It's going to give us a little more room under here, and it's also going to help you guys see it a little better. We're going to be using these two holes right here and this one back here as well. Now these two are going to have self-tapping bolts ran into those. So to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to be using an M12 tap by 1.75. And what I want to do is just get my tap started straight in as I can and just slowly start running that in. It's going to make it a whole lot easier for me to get my self-tapping bolts to go into my frame. Now, if you don't have a tap, you can use the bolts that come in your kit. Those are going to be a self-tapping variety, so those will work for you as well. For our hardware in our kit, we're going to have our fish wire. We're going to have a coiled end on that. We're going to have our spacer block and our carriage bolt. For these, what we want to do, we're going to have our rear hole in our frame, and we just want to run the coiled end through our hole and then out to the back. Now what we'll do is we'll just run on our spacer block, followed by our carriage bolt. Just want to thread that in. Now we'll just push our spacer block and our carriage bolt up into our frame. Then we'll pull that down and through. Now what we want to do, we want to leave our fish wire installed so we can pull that through the hole in our hitch. Now with an extra set of hands, I can get my hitch lifted into place. We just want to take our fish wire and run that through the rear hole of our hitch. Now we can get that lifted into position. And with that, we can get our hardware started. Just want to get one bolt ran up as far as you can, That's going to hold your hitch in place so you can get the rest of our hardware in. For the back side, we just want to get our coil wire off. We can either pull that off or you can unthread it. I'm just unthreading mine today because I'll be reusing that. Now we can get our nut in place and run that up as far as you can. We'll get that finger tight. With all of our hardware in place, now we'll come back through and just snug down all of our hardware. After we have all of our hardware snugged down, we'll come back through with our torque wrench and we'll get everything torqued down to the specifications listed in our instruction manual. Now, if you don't have a torque wrench, you can pick one up here at eTrailer. We do have some options available, or you can take a look at your local auto parts store. You should be able to rent one there. For the back nut back here by our exhaust pipe, if you can't get your torque wrench in there, you can always just pull your exhaust down and drop it down until you get that torque down. Or you can use like this dog bone here, and that'll allow you to get on that where you can torque that down without having to take your exhaust off. Now that we have everything torqued down, now we'll just go ahead and we'll get our spare tire put back in place. And with that, that'll do it for our installation of our TowSmart Hitch on our 2016 Ford Transit T250. I'm Scott with eTrailer, and thanks for watching.